born and raised in Santa Fe, New Mexico, I was never particularly struck by the town myself. After all, it was just home. Over the years, after traveling the world looking for a place that spoke to me personally, I've certainly come to recognize certain elements that make it unique and special, but I'll never have the experience of discovering Santa Fe or ever really appreciating just how different it actually is. This is not the case for my father, who after returning from the Korean War to his small town in Illinois, made up his mind to move west. And in 1958, after working for Rosalie Murphy in her restaurant in Scottsdale, Arizona, moved to the small mountain town that he would come to know and love so dearly. He actually continued to work for her at the Pink Adobe for a while, but he would then, along with his friend and traveling companion Bob Young, go on to found the now iconic El Farol restaurant on Canyon Road. It was here that he met and became close to so many local personalities, both political and creative, famous and infamous. I grew up hearing his stories of befriending the folk musicians playing at the Three Cities of Spain Coffee House, which is now Geronimo's, right across the street from their restaurant. But also during his 50 years in Santa Fe, he bought and renovated several old adobe homes, as well as building from scratch 3 large adobe haciendas, one of which on Upper Canyon Road was purportedly sold as a 200-year-old home. Considering the photo of my father and one of his many helpers digging out the hillside for the foundation in the mid-70s, where there was previously only dirt and piñon trees, it's quite a testament to his building style. My earliest recollections are still my father and mother up to their necks in mud, or cement, or manually hoisting up a 20-foot viga on a rickety ladder. Personally, I know that the town has changed significantly in my 55 years. I often say that it looks more like Santa Fe now than it did when I was growing up. But my father lived a lot of that history, and there are few people who are better at spinning a yarn than my father is. He'll be turning 90 in August, and though to me his stories are much like Santa Fe, somewhat mundane, what I'm accustomed to, the reality is that he is a living repository of Santa Fe stories over the last half-century. I realize that I have a unique opportunity to record some of this oral history from somebody who witnessed it and lived it, and perhaps, more importantly, actually appreciated it. Over the next few months, I will be recording and editing as many stories as I can get him to tell me. I may even try to get back and explore some of his old homes, the ones that I grew up in and thought nothing of. I'm hoping that this will be an interesting journey for anyone who appreciates Santa Fe as much as he does. Please subscribe to this channel and click on the notification bell down there so that you will be alerted to new stories as they're posted. I also recommend, and of course welcome, any comments, especially from others who have lived some of these stories themselves. But remember, subscribe and like these videos, since I know that this is what's keeping my father going. And he is, after all, almost 90.